Hello, welcome back to Mrs. Hewitt's Spelling at Home, Key Stage 2. We've got a new root word for us today. It is this. This is journ. So it's from the Old French journée, which meant a day's length, which is from the Latin diurus, which was all about of one day. So it's all, that's the where diary comes from as well. So it's all to do with the length of a day, okay, or how long it takes to do something, but it's all around that kind of day's length. So I'm going to show you our morpheme grid, which doesn't have that many different pathways, but you'll hopefully be able to build quite a few words. So I'll pop this up to the screen. You can pause the video and then build your words by going across, adding prefix if you want to, suffixes if you want to. Excuse the drilling, but you can just start here if you want. So I'll pop it up to the screen, you can pause the video. Okay, let's see which words you have got. So I have written some on here. There's not that many today actually, and it's more to do with the kind of the interesting etymology side of it. So we've got a journal. Okay, and again, relating back to that being all around about one day or the length of a day, a journal is in a way just like a diary. So that was something that recorded the events of the day, okay? Then we've obviously got a journalist, who we know as someone that writes a newspaper or creates some stories for the media. And again, that original thing, so the ist being related to a person that does it, so a person that makes a journal. Now, we would talk about journalism being somebody that reports the news. Originally, of course, it would be reporting the day's events. So if you think the news as the events of that day, that's where journalist and journalism comes from. It's all about that, what happened in the day. Okay, now here's a bit of more an interesting one. So we've got journey. And again, journey does come literally from that whole point of that day. So it's more like the time, how the journey would be, how far could you go in one day? What was your journey? How far have you been today? And that's where that comes from. So a journey does actually still relate back to, in the olden days, talking about your travel for the day. Whereas now we kind of use it for any kind of trip to or from a place. It doesn't have that kind of day meaning for us anymore. Got this one here, adjourn. So add meaning to, and then journ relating to the day, to another day. If you adjourn something, you stop it to return to it later. So you'd hear about in court cases a lot, they adjourn for the day, and that means that they're going to literally stop it until another day. So to another day. That's it for the day. So we've got adjourn, adjourned, and adjournment, all relating to that aspect of to a day. So that's pretty much the only words that we can come up with. There are pathways. We've got the adjourn bit with the verbs, and then we've got journey and journal. Okay, so it's interesting though, especially again, if you think about that French bit of journée, that is the word for day. So if you're learning foreign languages and you see this in them at all, you can actually have a clue there that it does relate to the day, something to do with the day. That's a good part of your kind of vocabulary knowledge for you there. Okay, so I hope you did quite well with that one. Like I say, there wasn't so many today there, but still interesting nevertheless. So well done, and I will see you back here tomorrow for another session. Bye.